long before history remembered him as the sword of Allah. Before he became one of the greatest military commanders the world has ever known, Khalid ibn al-Walid was simply the son of one of the most powerful families in Makkah. His story did not begin on the battlefield. It began in a city that stood at the heart of Arabia. A city where trade, power, and ancient traditions shaped every aspect of life. Around the year 592 CE, Khalid ibn al-Walid was born in Makkah, the spiritual and commercial center of the Arabian Peninsula. Every year, caravans from Yemen in the south and Syria in the north passed through the city, bringing wealth, goods, and influence to the Quraysh tribe, the guardians of the Kaaba. Among all the clans of Quraysh, one stood out for its military strength above all others, the Banu Makhzum. For generations, Banu Makhzum had earned a reputation as the warriors of Quraysh. Whenever conflict threatened Makkah, it was often their men who took command of the cavalry and led the fighting. His full name, Khalid ibn al-Walid ibn al-Mughira al-Makhzumi. His father, al-Walid ibn al-Mughira, was one of the wealthiest and most influential men in all of Mecca. He owned extensive property, controlled successful trading ventures, and held enormous respect among the leaders of Quraysh. His opinions carried weight in the councils of the city, and his family enjoyed a position few others could rival. Growing up in such a household meant that Khalid was expected to become more than an ordinary man. From a young age, he was raised with discipline and responsibility. Like many noble Arab boys, he spent part of his childhood away from the city, where life in the open desert built endurance, resilience, and independence. There, he learned to survive in harsh conditions, developing both physical strength and mental toughness. As he grew older, his education centered not on books, but on leadership and warfare. He mastered horseback riding until horse and rider moved as one. He practiced archery for countless hours, learning patience, precision, and control. He trained with the sword and the spear until both became natural extensions of his own body. Every lesson prepared him for the life expected of a noble warrior. He had a remarkable instinct for battle. He could read terrain, anticipate movement, and make quick decisions under pressure. Those who knew him recognized his confidence, determination, and calmness in difficult situations. These qualities would later define his military genius. As the years passed, Khalid established himself as one of the finest horsemen in Makkah. Among the young warriors of Quraysh, few could match his skill, courage, or leadership. His reputation spread rapidly, and before long, the leaders of Quraysh entrusted him with one of the most important military responsibilities in Arabia. He became the commander of Quraysh's cavalry. The cavalry represented the fastest and most decisive force on the battlefield. Their success depended on discipline, timing, and flawless coordination. Before accepting Islam, Khalid was deeply loyal to his people. He believed in the traditions of his ancestors and considered it his duty to defend the honor of Quraysh. Like many respected leaders in Makkah, he viewed the existing order as something worth protecting. He had no idea that history was preparing him for a very different path. Then, everything began to change. Around the year 610 CE, a man from the tribe of Quraysh, the Prophet Muhammad bin Abdullah, peace be upon him, announced that he had received revelation from Allah. He called the people to worship one God alone. He rejected idol worship. He preached justice, mercy, honesty, and equality by the command of Allah. Some accepted his message immediately. Many others rejected it. The leaders of Quraysh saw this new faith as a direct challenge to their traditions, their authority, and the religious system upon which Makkah's influence had long depended. Among the strongest opponents of this new message were many of the leading men of Banu Makhzum, and among them stood one of the finest warriors in Arabia, Khalid ibn al-Walid. At that moment, no one, not even Khalid himself, could have imagined that the man who stood against Islam would one day become one of its greatest defenders. His journey had only just begun. Chapter 1 ends here. Chapter 2 awaits. Before you leave, welcome to Mr. Krish, where history's darkest stories come back to life. You've just witnessed one chapter, but countless horrors are still waiting to be uncovered. Every week, we explore forgotten legends, cursed rulers, ancient mysteries, and the terrifying events that history almost erased. I'm Mr. Krish, and I'll be your guide through history's darkest nightmares. If you enjoy these stories, subscribe and join me for the next journey into the shadows of history.